Yay! How's everyone doing? Have a good video. Hello, Mr. Peter Benton. How's it going, brother? Yeah, man, somebody found a guy, what's on the Black Vault, but a guy called Gene Ward that found in Mars image, of course. He didn't take the image, but he still found the image. A lot of people are saying this crap on Mars, and a lot of the people, what they're saying, it's just gibberish, but there's a nice capture. And of course, I think Gene Ward's on YouTube. I don't know the guy, but a special shout out to him for people that show some truth sometimes. I like sharing them. And we're going to take a look together at that image. Not too long. Maybe we'll take 4 minutes to take a look at the image. I want to quite simply bring down the exposure in that image and put the green filter in it. We'll take a look at it. And it's pretty cool. It looks like a slow crash land. It was found on December 29th, image of the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter and not Orbiter. And Crypto Jewfish, how's it going? In the house. Thanks so much. So I guess I missed the joke last stream. I didn't see it, but I saw it while I was looking through the feed. And thanks for coming to the last stream, everybody, and the generous contributions for being here. How's it going, Christopher? And koalas and bacon is damn right. That'd be, how cool would that be, man? While you're eating your bacon, you get to watch your pet koala. They look like really cool pets. I don't know if they are, but I just assume I could have a koala sitting on the couch beside me watching the TV. Probably not. Probably not. Hello, Mr. Ed. How's it going? Actually, Mr. Ed. No, Mr. Ed, but if you go way back, even though it was before my time, Mr. Ed the horse, right? I'll just say Ed. Beth, how's it going, my dear friend? Thanks for coming back to you guys. Justin Branch, going backwards here. Awesome. Jimmy B 747. Well, another fantastic show tonight. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. We're going to take a time to look at a cool Mars image. It's rare we look at Mars images here, eh? But a supposed crash site, which I do believe it could be a crash site, but I also have another ideal that it could be an actual radio telescope or something that's actually, it does look like it crashed because you see the long line where it would have to have crash landed slowly. When we think of a UFO landing, we don't think of a UFO coming in like a plane and landing, but we could assume if they're unstable or they're not, their anti-gravity doesn't work anymore. The advantage of a plane is that we have wings to land ourselves. But what about a disc? It doesn't fly that well. So I imagine they'd have to go off sideways and just waver themselves down. And the way it looks like they landed, it looks like it was really smooth landed. I tend to think probably these are secret project, human secret projects also that could have possibly be done, because it's not only, I'm not saying it's just, aliens exist. We all know that, but so do humans, eh? And the secret projects now and stuff. Wouldn't that be the perfect thing to crash a UFO onto Mars and just start, let somebody find it, and then all of a sudden, oh wow, UFOs, crashing on Mars. It could be humans. But then again, it could have been old enough in 2006. That is a couple of years ago. Justin Branch, thanks for being here, my man. Thanks for hitting the like button, my friends. So get this, guys. The last video before the stream, the video that I wrote, like a screaming title with lights, like exclusive, which it is. The findings, all my titles are legitimate, but it was a big title. Got up to 3,400 views. But when I posted the stream, it stopped. So the last comment and the last view that I got was at 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock this afternoon when I started the stream. And it's odd how by posting the stream, all the views stopped. So no matter how many videos I have on this channel, it's only the last video that gets a couple of views and then it stops. And these days it's hard to get a view, I tell you that. Sammy M's in the house. Hey, Karen, how's it going? Karen Massey. Eric Gore. Eric, thanks, man. Divine Sorcerer. Thanks for coming back, you guys. Adios. Comment ça va, mon frère? How's it going, brother? Thumbs up. Don't forget yours. Thank you. Please. I do appreciate it. I need the thumbs up. If you do appreciate the channel, notifications that went out. I looked at analytics. 297 people got a notification. I don't know why that happens. A lot of problems, YouTube, aside from glitches as hackers, but there's glitches too. Lots of glitches on YouTube. Carl the Chemist, how's it going, man? Thanks for being here. Barb, I got a hell of a good laugh. I only saw it afterwards when Barb mentioned before in the feed. I was missing out on all the fun. Bruce Cheese all. Because Bruce is on a cheese diet, we can say. Well, if I'm allergic to milk, it's the only thing I eat, milk. As for milk is the cheese and all my favorite things. So that means cheese. And I just realized when I stopped the live stream before, I got really flush. And I said, oh my God, I won't be able to eat pizza anymore either. So I don't know what to eat anymore because I'm realizing pizza, poutines is pretty 50% of what basically I was eating. But it might be good for weight loss too, but the eyes are doing good so far. I'm not saying I haven't had any problems, but almost 90% no problems with the eye. I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but it could be because cheese, as good as it is fattening. If I could get off of it for a while to see what it can do. They got some STDs. Aliens, I hope they don't have STDs. Apparently, the aliens are impregnating us. I just heard something that aliens, apparently, when they come on the Black Vault, they're talking about a lot of things now. A lot of things are coming out now. Apparently, people that see the UFOs or get very, very close to the lights when they come down to the surface have had radiation burns. So I'm sort of wondering if all those burns on my leg could be that. Be funny, eh? But they say that it's a lot of them. This is just leaked or declassified. I would say declassified. They say that the UFOs, the people that interact with the UFOs, have had changes to their DNA, and some people have had certain things that are healed or changes. That's coming out too. That's pretty incredible. Rich, how's it going? Yes, na, 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 na. I try to sing. I'm not the best singer, but I love singing though. I love singing. It feels good to sing. It's the only thing what I do, guys, when I'm off, not doing this research. I don't take holidays because doing this for me is a holiday. I love it. I eat it. I breathe it. Sometimes cheese, but no cheese now anymore. Bruce Cheese all. Barb, I love you. That was effing funny. And I saw it afterwards and I got a hell of a good laugh on that. And I said, Jesus, I wish I would have seen that. Casa Nostra, thanks you guys for the comments too. I really appreciate the encouragement and support that you guys give here. I'm one that's always been like, yeah, Karen and Mr. Ed. I mean, it's before my time a little bit, I think. But for whatever the reason why I watched a lot of the episodes of Mr. Ed. Yeah, okay. I like watching old stuff. Mr. Ed. Weather in Tennessee has lost its mind. I'm really worried, Christopher Rollins, about the States, man. I'm worried about you guys down there. I'm worried about the effing crazy tornadoes. And like you said, the weather has lost its mind. It really has. And in particularly where you guys are right there. And there's also some earthquakes, a lot of earthquakes around where you guys are, from 2s to 4s, and just looks like everything's rumbling. I was looking at it the other day and it's all around the States. Of course, all along the fault lines and along California too. But guys, I look up, the activity on volcanoes, probably much like you guys do, not in an excessive way to look at the details of volcanoes and stuff, but I want to know where there's activity all the time. In Oregon, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I would say Oregon, but anyways, in Oregon, in the States, one of the states, there's activity and seismic movement. It doesn't mean it's related to the volcano that's there, but there's a volcano in Oregon. So there's a lot of seismic activity that's around that volcano there right now. And I'm just imagining if that happened there in the middle of the States, how that would completely force a lot of people in the States to evacuate certain areas. And like La Palma, like we saw what happened in La Palma was just horrible. Hey, Darla. Patrick la douceur, comment ça va, mon frère? Bonne soirée à toi, man. Merci, les amis. Bien apprécié. Late, but here. Thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. How's it going, Danny? I'm doing good, my friend. Enjoy all your videos. San Angela in Texas. Amazing Texas. Thank you so much, you guys. How's the weather down in Texas? Are you guys blowing the hell out too with the tornadoes and stuff? I haven't had time to look at that. I know in the States it's really crazy. But and it's the black holes, Mr. Tony Brooks. Give off light due to matter being shredded and heating up. Yeah, at very, very high rates of speed too. The little bit that I had looked up to understanding that of the light, you said it's matter being shredded and heating up. So that's literally what's happening to the light when it veers into the black holes. More and more, I've been doing this research and studying a bit more in the black holes, because now I always go look to see their new discoveries. They saw, when it started last year, like really they were talking about dark matter, and then they found out other things about black holes that are changing, revolutionizing the way that they look at science. How what they didn't say what Hubble found yet, did they? I'm still waiting to find out what Hubble's big discovery was. Gate Smasher mentioned to me this afternoon that there was a launch. Yes, it was a private astronaut launch, and it was the first commercial launch to the ISS space station. There's a problem in space, in the space news, with Russia in November last year when they sent up the anti-satellite weapon test and they shot down a satellite. When they did that, it caused a hell of a lot of debris. So instead of having like 15,000 pieces at that time, there's now 50,000 pieces of debris, apparently. And there was also some debris that came from China. So they're doing tests and wanting to design objects in space that are going to pick up, certain satellites and or leftover debris and get rid of it. And they're putting a rush onto it. Space Force, they're looking for more investment. You're looking at everything they do this. But now the problem is that the satellite launches are going to start being pushed back because of the demand, industrial demand to build them. There's some problems because of Russia and everything from getting objects around, and we don't know what that's going to do. This war could put everything on hold. We could see astronauts go into 2028 or 2027 instead of going in 2025 on the moon, which I still have a hard time seeing them go there. Honestly, I have a hard time, almost don't see it happening. Got my taxes done. That's always a good thing. And walked 3 miles since our last conversation to make me feel bad. I have not walked 3 miles. Ready to get into deep conversation again. Yeah, we're going to see a cool image. We're going to take 3 or 4 minutes to look at an image, and apparently it's on the Black Vault, but someone that was on YouTube, a lot of people are looking at Mars images, and he found a UFO, a possible UFO crash site. It really looks like a UFO crash site. He really did find an object, that is for sure, and we could look at it. But again, it still could be a road going to these nuclear reactors. I'm really concerned about humans getting out into space and using nuclear reactors. Now there's a need for consequences in space. The problem is now there's so many countries in space, and there's going to have to be consequences for a law in space. There is none. They're going to have to redesign laws in space as compared to the laws here on Earth. And there's already some people that have to have consequences, but there's just no law or no crime or nothing, about space. We're not in space. Well, we are, but not a lot of us are. But they want to change that now too. It's very interesting. Hey, Karen. Thanks, Karen. Thanks for the comments too, my dear friend, for the amazing support you guys give the channel. Thank you so much, Sansi, Karen Massey, Eric Gore. Thanks, you guys. Jackie, how's it going? Hi to you. Kane Williams, good day. Greetings from Melbourne, Australia. Thanks, you guys. Australians. I got a lot of Australians here. My cool friends. crawl face, got a whole bunch of them, and a lot of floods down in Australia. I know Australia is big, but lots going on with Australia. A lot of crap going on with China and Australia. Also, we're watching it in the news. Flying saucers, says Carl the chemist, use a frequency to levitate. Super cooled magnets inside. Yeah, and there's several ways of levitating, and apparently, if the stories are true, Bob Lazar at Area 51, 9 different ways of levitation, different propulsion types of vessels, and different ways of propelling themselves in the sky at high speeds and levitating. Very interesting, but I do believe the frequencies are regulating them, and I actually believe that they could actually use the frequency around whatever planet they're flying around Earth, or just the energy, solar wind, whatever the hell they're using. I even believe now that some of them are coming to fuel themselves up with plasma in the clouds, producing lightning, which I caught in a video, a very odd video of a daytime UFO inside a bloody cloud. The cloud would lights, and then UFO takes off real slowly and goes back up. It's like, what the hell's going on? You can come up with some very, very ridiculous theories sometimes, but I don't know if they're so ridiculous anymore. Dennis, thank you. Salut, merci Denis. Denis Catherine, merci beaucoup. Alain, comment ça va? Alan Després, merci, thanks, man. I have to go see you later, people. Love for all. Adios. Thanks, bro. Merci vraiment beaucoup. How's it going, William Shuttles? What's really cool, I have you on 2-screen TVS, both with surround sound, and one is delayed by, thank you, by a couple of seconds. Now, that's cool. So that means if I actually put an extra echo in my voice, you'll get like triple echo. So if I was what's two think even with the laugh, you go laugh it up. When I do crazy stuff, guys, just let me be, and don't. I get back to normal real fast. Feedback, Fred. Comment ça va, mon frère? Thanks, man. Thanks, you guys, for supporting this channel. They're stepping on everyone's numbers, brother. Oh, yes, they are. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. And speaking of numbers, yeah, my numbers are so damn low here. It's almost incredible. Oh, is the eye going to act up? No, it's not. False alarm. This is a bright light, though, boy. Oof. Turn that down a little bit. Satisfied, yes. Or satisfaced. Jack, how's it going? Texas Panhandle, yes. My Texan friends in the house, thank you very much. Darla, thanks so much for being here. How's it going, Heather? Hello to you. Tony Brooks asks, Bruce, the images posted by NASA shows they were dated 2 years before the probe got there. Really? Isn't that interesting? Now, how the hell could somebody get a picture of them? I'd have to look into that. I'm not good enough. Not enough experience to know the dates of the first rovers and orbiters, but that's really odd. I know the image I'm going to show is dated 29th of December 2006. So that's interesting. Weren't there some images of the moon that were also didn't coincide with certain dates? I think that rings a bell. Stephen A's in the house. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for the comments, bro, and the support, I appreciate it, you guys. Yeah, Beth, I don't know if you're laughing at what she had said, but it was funny. Bruce Cheese all. Got a good laugh for that one. Troy Klaus, how's it going, man? Thanks for being here. Yeah, I like that. I like that one, man. There is no space, only water. I do believe in the possibility and theories and whatever that, yes, there could be water, and probably only water in space, like a literal ocean. Troy, when they do their launches and they launch objects into space, I'm going to have something in my eye. Oh, we're ready to go. I'll be right back. When they launch something, give me a second. Well, that went well. When they launch into space, Troy, these everything they go through this, the boarding procedures and everything, and they seal the doors and they make the doors water sealed, waterproof. And they always say that they said because there's a lot of humidity when they're out there flying around, and I said, come on, is there that much humidity that water is going to fly into a door which must be already sealed enough, considering that you mean to tell me they're going to go to space and unless they put that water seal on there, the oxygen is going to leak out of there? Why are they worried water is going to get in there? Well, submarines have those seals also, right? Or whatever. And that's what they do. They completely waterproof the doors before they launch up. So I'm not saying just that proves that there's an ocean, but I also saw the video, Troy, a video of, I think it's a rocket, obviously, duh. They're sending out to space. I just don't know where they're sending it. Wherever they're sending it, at one point, the rocket, when it gets into space, you hear a bang, and it actually sounds like it hits a wave for real. But they had the sound. You probably saw that video. They had the sound inside of the rocket, and the sound that you can hear are bubbles. You literally hear bubbles and stuff like that. And a lot of people had reposted that video, and they were talking about. They said, "Look at that! Like it stopped." And you literally see the rocket, man. I don't know what video it is. I mean, I'd have to find it again. The rocket is literally flying into space. And then at one point it goes pow and stops, literally stopped. And then you hear this bubbling, and it was really weird. But I always said there is water between Earth and the moon for sure, also. And the vapor and everything, the smokes and hazes, we're seeing on the moon. I believe there's an atmosphere there. I believe there's water like rivers and maybe even oceans on the moon. Who knows? Maybe the ocean's dried up and there's only rivers, or they all dried up and there used to be rivers and water, but they found water. So we got that proof so far. They said it. Water is above. You said it, Carl the chemist. It's also written. Yep, I appreciate those series. They say as the waters above and below the firmament, as they say that in the Bible. Eric Gore, fruit. That's been my diet for about a year now. That's good. That's super good, man. I love fruits, and it's like, for whatever the reason, I'm not buying them. So I think my mother's forcing me a lot. Do this, eat that. I've been doing the frozen fruit thing, where I buy a big ass bag of blueberries or strawberries and just eat them raw in a bowl instead of eating chips at night. I've stopped the salt completely. It's been years I've not touched any salt. I used to do, well, now I eat the good salt, the one that's healthy. The whoa, not sea salt. Well, Bruce, Himalayan salt. Himalayan salt. My mother must have been screaming at my ear. She must have heard that I was saying it. Himalayan salt. My mother had showed me that salt. It's better for your health, and it's very, very salty. All those stuff, iodized salt. I stopped all that because it really wasn't healthy for me. Oh my God, Rich. You have no idea, dude. I'm not kidding, man. Curds, white cheese, Parmesan. I got processed cheese. I'm not even eating it. It's like hell. It's like being in jail and not being able to touch a joint, but you see it outside of the bar. because you come to the point where that's all you eat. I'll have a cheese sandwich. Here you go. Toast in the morning, cheese on my toast. And I like my orange cheese on my toast. I like my regular white cheese on my toast. And if you think I put these little slices, I don't. I open the cheese up and I put a piece of bread on each side of the cheese. But curds, that's me. I go through every month a big bag of curds, dude. You guys watch. Probably in about a month, I'll probably lose about 30 pounds because it is very fattening. Well, when you eat a lot like me about the cheese. And the worst of it, as hard as it is to believe, I'm not a big eater. Oh, Pluto, 10-4, 10-4. Pluto, okay. Dated 2 years ago. Okay, Pluto. That's another weird thing. The Pluto images, Tony. Hey, I was in grade 6, Tony. Okay, I'm 47 now. I was in grade 6. Okay, 12 years old, I think, when they said that they were going to let go New Horizons. Anyways, I could be wrong on the date. So no, I think I'm pretty much, or could be high school. Either way, New Horizons. They were going to send it to Pluto to get images of Pluto. And Pluto, well, we saw Pluto go from being a planet to not being a planet, from being a planet to not being a planet. And then I think because of its size, shape, or form at one point, they considered it absolutely a planet, but it was known as the dirty snowball. And then they get there with the first images of Pluto, which you see a face on top of Pluto, which is the dog Pluto from Disney. And I showed that image to a couple of people, and a lot of people laughed and said that that's not real. They said it was just an image, laughing, talking about Walt Disney. It's not a joke. That image is like Pluto. There's a picture of Pluto, the dog on Pluto. Okay. Those of you who saw it. But Walt Disney talked about planet Pluto, and he talked about, he was really into kids, but I won't get into that. He was really into the planets. Lots coming out. If you guys send your kids to Disney, be very careful. I'll tell you that. With what's coming out in the news, these big companies now, associations, which are totally in charge of kids. Disney's well known. They think kids, there must be a Disney camp for the summer. I can only imagine what they're doing to the kids there. A lot coming out in the news about them, but now they're talking politically, right? They're giving their opinions politically, and that's very, very brave. Movie stars are doing it now. Actors are doing it. Will Smith is gone, by the way. Eh? He's fired. He's out. He was asked to leave that night that he slapped Chris Rock, but in reality, he's out. I think Chris Rock knew that he was going to be. And if he had pressed charges, he probably wouldn't have been out. Victor Vic, how's it going, brother? Love you, man. Yeah, that weather's crazy, Christopher. How am I doing in time? 11. Jack, it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because I learned that for whatever the reason. I was looking at something 3 days ago. And apparently it's really bad. And you know what, Jack? I've never heard anyone say that. And all my neighbors here, I have an amazing next door neighbor, an elderly couple, amazing people on both sides. But the couple on the other side, they do that in the summer. They have a nice garden, and they always bring me tomatoes often enough. They must bring 15, 20 tomatoes a year, maybe 5, 10 cucumbers a year. And they eat a lot of them. But in the past, they didn't talk about vegetables being bad for certain things. Some of them are bad. There's certain greens that are super bad. And I'm like, what? They were telling me eat greens. I'm not saying all greens are bad. Most of them are good. That's what I'll be getting next week there. I am a big salad eater. I love salad, and I'm thinking spinach. Like me, I'll eat, when I eat a bowl of salad, I eat spinach salad. I like that. I really enjoy it. You can eat it on sandwiches too. I won't be able to eat pizzas anymore. thinking of it. Crazy theory. Well, no, man, nothing's crazy. You know it. What if an alien race used the Earth poles as a weapon? I believe that. I'm sure they're doing that. What if an ancient advanced civilization like Atlantis was in the Arctic or South Pole before the poles shifted? Manipulation. Yeah, exactly. Okay. And now they're finding these areas and they're probably trying to turn them back on. You know, ancient mechanisms, you know, these booby trap doors that are in the pyramids, man, from thousands of years ago. You walk in there, then all of a sudden, these cranks, like in the Goonies and everything, which is real in the pyramids. You know, there's trap doors that bury people alive with sand that comes down from two trap doors. There's all these booby traps that you hear of inside of these pyramids that always fascinate me. So we're gonna go see that video. Tonight plays Bonaventure, yes, OVNI. 3 heures de temps stationnaire. Le 590, place Bonaventure, OVNI, 3 heures de temps stationnaire. Ah ouais, à cette place-là, je connais ça, cette place-là, Alain. À Montréal, Alain, c'est incroyable le nombre d'ovnis. Et c'est aussi un endroit ici à Montréal où ce que les ovnis, ils restent stationnaires, puis tu viens de le dire. Il y a des ovnis qui ont été vus pendant des jours de temps au-dessus de Montréal. Je ne sais pas si tu t'en souviens. Je m'en souviens pas toujours d'avoir vu les ovnis. À un moment donné, il y avait une gigantesque ovni verte, apparemment, au-dessus de Montréal, stationnaire. Je me souviens de ça. Years ago, Montreal, there was a giant green saucer shaped object that was over Montreal, and apparently it would have stayed there for several of days. I don't remember seeing it because obviously I was young and I only heard it in the news after. But like he was saying, Alain, in Montreal, he saw himself for 3 hours in a row, a stationary UFO, and they do that. They stay there in the skies here in front of Montreal, and often they get caught. And mozzarella, that's good. Oh, don't tell me that, because I eat mozzarella like that. I'll sit down, watch TV, and just shift mozzarella in my mouth. I'm telling you, I love it. But if it's so mozzarella, does have it? There's still it's still made with milk, though. I guess that's what I'm trying to test out, milk products, because I don't drink any milk, but I do eat a lot of cheese. It's incredible. There, I eat cheese with every meal, and since I stopped eating the cheese, I haven't eaten anything, guys. I'm eating toast because I don't know what to eat anymore because I only eat with cheese. People must be laughing, saying Bruce is having a cheese fit. Bruce cheese all. And then, hello, hi everybody. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you very much. It is 2:11 a.m. in Germany. Hey, and then thank you very much, my friends in Germany, coming by to see the channel. I think that's absolutely amazing. Well, I won't waste any time, and then I'm going to hurry up and get that image up for you all. They also said that we can get brain damage done. Yeah, I spent everything I was brought into a craft in 1989. Wonder if I got damage. Doing pretty good if you got damage, but maybe it's not the damage they're doing. I think are they upgrading us? I don't know what they're doing. Are they testing us? Are they putting chips in us? That I wouldn't be surprised. You could imagine the size of a chip that they could put in you that would maybe float in a molecule of blood, that somebody in a droplet of blood, so maybe we can't even see it, But I do feel I've had the abductions in the past. It's funny, actually. You say 1989. It would be around, probably around those years, too, actually. Remember the space nation of Asgardia? Yeah, they were AKA the defenders of Uranus. Get it? Yes, I get it. I'm the only defender of my Uranus so far. Using the cold temperatures of space as a weapon on Earth. Makes total sense, eh? Nikola Tesla, right? Nikola Tesla himself said that we could use energy both designed the most massive laser weapon that could defend Earth, a force field around Earth, by using Earth's magnetism, by using the rotation of Earth, the inertia, everything, the power, everything that's coming from Earth. And that's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let's head over here to see that real quick. It's only 4 minutes, and we'll come back and we'll talk about what we think we saw. And I'm going to keep the microphone open. Here we go. Share screen. Yes, I do want to share my screen. Google Chrome would like to record this computer screen. Google Chrome would like to record this computer screen. What the hell? Google Chrome would like to record this computer screen. I don't know what to do. If I deny it, am I going to go off? I'm just going to ignore it. Share entire screen. Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. To fix, I should have said yes for. Google Chrome, if already checked, unchecked, recheck if there's a known Chrome issue. Son of a. Changes you made may not be saved. I don't, if I crash, guys, I don't know what's going on here. Hold on here. Leave. StreamYard wants to open this application. Yes, okay. Allow StreamYard. Go right ahead. Open system preferences. There we go. Okay, now what do I have to do? I knew this was. Actually, no, I did not know this was going to happen. All of a sudden, Google Chrome lost permission to allow the apps below to record the contents on your screen, even while using other apps. Okay, whatever. I can't click it, though. How come I can't click it? Click the lock to make changes. Now, you guys see my password? I hope you guys aren't looking at this. Google Chrome will not be able to record the contents of your screen until it is. I don't want to record my friggin' screen. Quit and reopen. I don't want to record. No, later. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to lock this again. Close that. X that out. Let's do this again. Okay, all right, so I'm going to go and share my screen. Here we go. Share screen. Jesus, perfect. No, it's literally my computer that's asking me to do these weird things. Okay, share my screen. There we go again. Click the share. And it's all good, see? No, it's not. Check Google Chrome if already checked. Uncheck, then recheck if there's a known Chrome issue that requires this. Oh, fudge. Oh. Won't be long, guys. Unlock the screen by selecting the lock in the bottom. Yes, I'm not stupid. I know. Then check Google Chrome. If already checked, uncheck, then recheck if there's a known Chrome issue that requires this. Restart Chrome. I don't want to restart Chrome. I don't even want to film. I want to open my screen. And they're not allowing me to share my screen. Why? I'm going to take the time to try to do it, guys, because I want to show you this. This is the title of my friggin' stream. So don't show these tips again. Okay, I got that. Share screen. Click, share. I'm getting pissed off there. So we're not going to be able to do anything. So the stream is ruined for that, no? A problem with my camera. Changes you made may not be saved. Leave. I'm going to do it again. Allow the apps below to record the contents of your screen. Of course, these apps. These are all my apps. My microphone, my camera. Because I'm using Google Chrome and they won't allow me to. Try it one more time, guys, and then I'll just never mind. Okay. It worked. Now I'll lock it. I'll X that and I'll X that. And then they'll want me to restart Google Chrome for it to work. So I'll have to turn off the freaking stream. And I'm not going to do that because I'll have too many streams up, unfortunately. Oh, well. That was cool. I'll put it in the next video, y'all. Screw you, Bruce. I'm not going to be able to share anything with your people. My people. Makes me sound important when I say my people. Last try. It'll work. Gotta be positive. Watch this. No. Still need help? Restart Chrome. Yeah, it'll work after I restart it. So I'm back. Oh, well. Sorry to have wasted your time, my friends. Hubble's heroes failing due to South Atlantic anomaly. Oh, I heard something about that. This is due to failing in Earth's magnetic field. There's a major problem in Earth's magnetic field. And what's going to happen is we're going to get maybe danger for nukes and anything for any country when the magnetic field is problematic. They take things down, right? They must turn things off. They're diverting satellites and doing a whole bunch of things. Well, forgive me, guys, for the UFO, but I promise to get it up in the next video. Actually, I'll get it up in the next video, but before that, right after I get off of here, I'm going to make the short 4-minute video of the UFO I wanted to show, and I'm going to slap it onto the members' videos. So at least the members, you'll be able to see it right away. And you guys, don't worry, tomorrow on the next video, I'll add it in the next video. And really sorry that I wasn't able to share that with you all. In Germany, it's very stormy. The wind is blowing my window out of the hinges. It's absolutely crazy. Be safe, my friends, because the weather is not done. Now that the sun turned back around, that's when I think it seems to have the major effect on Earth's like a magnetic field. They were just talking about it. The magnetosphere and the whole chemistry of the atmosphere of Earth is really greatly disturbed from these sunspots. And I'm telling you, with what we're seeing in the States, we should count ourselves or yourselves lucky down in the States that it's not worse with the bloody volcanoes, because something's not right down there. Gamecock Mike, how's it going, my friend? Thanks again for being here, you guys. We were supposed to look at a UFO video on Mars, but we'll get a chance to it later. Unfortunately, a little mix up with the internet for some silly reason. Sammy Am, how's it going? Thanks, Gamecock Mike. Doing well, my friend. Sammy Am, that was the title, but I think that was the title. Oh, yeah. That could be. There was no sun here on Florida yesterday. Hey, are you in Florida? What the heck happened in Florida? It was I'm gonna say it. Golf ball sized ice was coming down in Florida. I think a couple days ago. We saw that, which is completely busting car mirrors. I said that in the last stream. Somebody says last was it? When was it? Actually, did I mention that in the last stream? I thought it was 3 days ago. Maybe I'm wrong, but seems to me they talked about it a couple days ago. I think it is. Yeah, it was about a week ago or something in Florida with the golf ball sized hail, all because of that sun. Thanks so much, Darla. Beth says yes to the UFO because of lightning, or are they just fueling up? So cool. I think they're fueling up in the clouds, and I think they're fueling up because they have a fuel that they can use and not have to. I mean, think of it. Having a fuel where you could fuel up on lightning or energy, or we see the big ones, UFOs, when they go and fuel up. Well, we don't know if it's that or not, but on the sun. I mean, that's totally crazy. Thanks so much, Julie. Thanks, William Shuttles. Sorry again, guys, for not being able to spear thrower evening to you, my friend, for not being able to show you the video. I wasn't able to share it. Someone didn't want me to share it, I guess. Taylor Michael Thompson's in the house. There's been a pink haze in my sky in North Texas. Thanks for sharing that. In Sash specifically. Thanks for sharing that. Pink, that rings a bell. 2 days ago, 2 days ago, the moon itself, as it was descending in the sky, sometimes it can be orange, but it was red. I don't know if you guys saw it going down. Like, it looked crazy red. It looked like the red moon, like a blood moon, literally like a blood moon. But more and more, we're going to see some phenomena in the clouds. That's going to be the talk of 2022. The sun and the new phenomena that we're going to see rolling around the clouds, different types of clouds. We have no bloody idea, right? So by the weather changing itself, it means now we're going to see storms and snowstorms in the desert. We're going to see a whole bunch of stuff like that. It's going to be totally crazy. Marilyn, how's it going? Thanks so much. I'm sorry again, guys, not to be able to show you the video, but I will get it up. In the next video, you'll all see it. I am going to get up for the members right after this. Like, boom, it'll take like 10 minutes to upload so that you can see it, because it's really worth seeing. Do you guys remember on the moon when I found it's a supposed crater, but at the end of the crater, it has a long line, and it looks like it's a UFO that crashed on the moon. I showed it a couple of years ago. I want to go back and show the image, because the image is absolutely identical to the one that Gene Ford found in the, like, this guy was just looking around in images, right? But he came upon an image where I believe he did find an absolute, literally a built object, a constructed object, no matter what it is. It could be a UFO or not, but it does look like it crashed land, that's for sure. It's like they heard about the fun police and decided to make it a real thing. Yeah, we're living in a clown world now, basically. Martin, thanks so much, brother. Thanks for joining us, you guys. A few gather and leave chats in Discord. 10-4. Emmy, how's it going? Thanks so much for stopping by. And thanks for the comments, Emmy. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Gamecock Mike. We're doing good, my friend. Our skies today. Hello, Bruce and friends. Thanks so much, you guys, for being here. Se trouvera la gravité de la spirale de la sphère. La gravité de la spirale de la sphère. Hey, savais-tu, Alain, qu'ils ont trouvé que la gravité existe et que c'est un onde comme une vague, mais ça a été prouvé apparemment ici sur Terre, une expérimentation à l'intérieur d'une petite vitre fermée, puis qu'ils ont pu conclure que la gravité existait probablement. Imagine donc, on parle encore de la gravité en étant une théorie. Incredible! Thanks, Darla. DG in the house from an old lady from Georgia. I like old ladies. Thank you very much. USA, love you, Bruce. I love you more, DG. And thank you so much for being here, my dear friend. Thanks for the interest you have in the channel. Hope to see you again. I like it when people come back. That way we're like a family. I learned about the face on Mars. Over. 10-4, Karen Massey. Hey, Karen, I also have a video that I posted about that. And very interesting area. Yeah, the face on Mars. Also, what I showed is I showed all the exposure taken down where you see all the lines that go inside of the ground. And the face, well, of course, it only looks like a face when the shadow's there, but it really does look like a face. It looks like a big Mayan head or some type of head that's lying down on the ground. It could be. I don't know if it is or not, but that's definitely an interesting capture. Michelle Miller. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks for the comments too, you guys, for being here. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much, Beth. Teresa Be Kind from California in the house. Call me California. Damn it. They even got shirts out there now, Teresa, whether that say Save California. Incredible what's going on around the world, eh? Hey, I was listening to a YT video of the flat earth theory. Yes. Does it make sense? We're being shielded from the truth. There's probably a lot of truth in what some people are bringing up on the flat earth theory and stuff, but the problem I have is that I know there's some curvature to the earth. So could it be that we're fighting about the same thing? Like, for example, what if we're living on a cookie-like object, flat-ish, straight, sort of rectangle-ish, whatever, flat. But on that, we have these big mountains, which we do, like Mount Everest and everything. That's a very high surface. And it would look much like maybe a lens or something where it's flat, but where you get to the center, it's extruded like really, really high and off the surface, or not. The reason why it's because I talked to some incredibly smart people about the curvature of Earth and talked to me about some examples that I see with my eye. But we still can't prove that it's flat or round unless we get off of the planet. We'd have to really, really trust someone to be able to get us an image of Earth. And I don't know. I tend to think that what they're showing, that blue marble, is not exactly what they're really seeing out there in space, but I could be wrong. That post I missed, it was the Pluto images with the wrong dates. Also, on the Earth-facing side of Mercury, they have found a tower. Oh, I'm liking this. Tony. Tony, they talked about that house found on the moon. Remember? China said they nicknamed it the hut, the house, a bunch of things they called it. They had, if I'm not mistaken, like 200 or 250 or 260 feet to be exact, what the distance that they had to do to reach the object. So they said it was going to take 3 lunar days, which is a long time. And then after that, they said, nothing. I didn't hear about them. Hey, try Lambda Delta. Hello to you. Thanks for coming back, you guys. And I didn't hear them talk about it again afterwards. So I was like, I have a French channel. If you know anyone that speaks French, or if you want to subscribe to the French channel, it's not a trick. It's telling you that if you like me enough that you are afraid that this channel might disappear, if ever I do disappear, the French channel is going to immediately become Bruce Sees All. And of course, I'll have my Patreon. You guys will know just to be able to look me up on Patreon, Bruce Warts. And if ever I do go down, Christopher Rollins, 119 subs. Great channel. The link is there. These are all people that come to the channel and support this channel. So absolutely, I told Darla that when they come by a lot, and even like Christopher did the other day, even took the time to contribute. You don't have to contribute. If you're here, you get a chance to get your channel seen maybe by other people. It's fun. We're a good, nice, big, large community here. Small group, but we're still real. High pressure steam from the burn pits below the rockets. That's scary. That's what I got my leg, a high pressure burn from the rockets below. William Tompkins said that the first craft into space was a submarine. I'm liking where this is going. Water out in space. Isn't it interesting? Think of it. They're in their suits. I have someone that I know who worked on an Apollo mission. I'm not allowed to talk about which number, but I could show you an image. And if you guess who's there, I have the future president of Mexico also there working on an Apollo mission in an image. The guy that I know invented the blueprints for, with a grade 8 education, invented the blueprints for the oxygen pack, grade 8 education. He passed away a couple of years ago. Let me get the image, actually. That person worked on the missions, and he said that when the astronauts came back, I had access to this family member that I worked with, and I'll leave her name out of that. And I asked her, I said, you have to ask him about the astronauts' suits when they came back. And she said that it was filled with sand. Okay. Like sand, like which he said it was lunar dust, right? Which he kept. And he said that the interior of the suits were soaking. That is something really serious. Let me go get the image. It's an image I have of astronauts at NASA, even some spare astronauts, some people head of operations are working on the Apollo missions. And it's an image that nobody has. Let me go get it. I'll get the video fixed for next stream, guys. We'll be able to go and see some other stuff. Don't worry about that. It's probably just a little, it's just that I have to reboot. You know how it is for a program to take effect. It's like a little cough drop. So there's the image, and I'm really blessed that she was able to give me that image. And obviously, it's not the original image, right? So I went to the store with her to get the image because I wanted a copy of it. And you see them working. It's a beautiful image. They're actually working. Whoop, a lot of dust here there. Oh, actually. Oof. That's good for the eyes. Excuse me. There we go. Look at that image, guys. Hope you're seeing it properly. So, who do we have here? We have the guy that passed away that I know, his niece, living. That guy lives in near Orlando. He lives. There's the rover. You can see the rover. You can see the wheel. You recognize this guy right here. I'm going to be careful because like these are personal images of astronauts there. Cernan. You must notice Cernan. Cernan is right there. You could always tell by his feminine legs, but and in the back, look at the smaller astronauts. Those are temporary astronauts. Those are the spare astronauts working for the missions. Over here, this guy, guys, is the future president. At that time, he was going to be president of Mexico. Cartel. And that's a nice image that I was able to get as they're working on the Apollo landing. And get this, all these people are divorced because during the time they were working on the projects, When you're working on an Apollo project, you don't go back home. You stay there and you remain there until the project's done, until everything's launched. And that's a real image of them working on the rover. And that rover here, that car that you're looking at right there, is in a garage here in Ormstown. Did you know that? Somebody owns it, and it's here in Ormstown, in a garage, in a barn on a farm. From an Apollo mission way back. For real. So he passed away. I don't know who got the car. I don't know what they did with the lunar rover. Obviously, they probably went there. Probably someone from NASA went there to take back the lunar rover. I don't know. Cristaux peut déplacer ce que veut dans la galaxie. Avec les cristaux, ouais. Moi, je crois, Alain, qu'avec l'énergie, tout peut se faire. Communication, connexion, travel aussi, que tu peux te promener n'importe où dans la galaxie ou l'univers avec l'énergie. Ou que ce soit en forme d'énergie ou fréquence qu'on voit là. On n'est peut-être pas là en forme physique, mais ça reste intéressant. Heard the submarine rumor too. Yeah, Andrew, that's pretty amazing. I heard something like that too. Very interesting one, actually. Heard a story once. A guy went up and up. His craft started leaking, pouring water. Ooh, he was afraid he was going to drown. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? So maybe the worst of it. Wow. I'm just getting this thought. Imagine if space, well, this is a hell of a flash. Imagine if space is the ground and the planets, like us, Earth and everything, is the sky for some reason. Or portals. Maybe the planets we're on, like we're on a planet, the planet is spinning. In reality, it could be portals. Maybe that's why we're seeing lights go to Earth and the moon and everything, because these planets are actually portals that they go into and go out. That'd be incredible. But the water story really gets to me. Really, really gets to me. And I've even talked about theories in the past, and some of you will probably remember. Imagine them going onto the moon, and it's just a devastated ocean, and that in the bottom of this ocean, you have all these structures and a different type of being that's down there. Maybe that's why there are those light beings there. I'm thinking, imagine bioluminescent creatures floating around in the atmosphere of the moon. Like my last video that I posted before the stream, I have absolutely no explanation as to what those objects can be, but I'll tell you what, it has to be something that's alive. It's not debris. They're moving around like they're moving arms and stuff like that. It could be just debris and it's reacting to toxins, gases, atmosphere, chemicals around it, but I don't know. I don't know. Hasn't been a very interesting week. Oh, yes. Things have been crazy. The stats. Thank you. I hope you are well also. Thanks a lot, you guys. It's been a crazy week, man. Absolutely crazy. I learned about the face on Mars many years ago. Yes, same here. Our friend has someone that he knew well who worked for NASA. Oh, yes. And you talked to me about that, right, Karen? You talked to me about that the last time we had talked about this, I think. I tried to be Michelle. Yes, Victor in the house. Mary Lynn, thanks again. When I'm frustrated about listening to the Democratic's evils, I come here. Wow. Well, you know what that means? I'll be seeing a lot of you. Listen, Mary Lynn, I'm Canadian, and I don't watch Canadian news. I watch what's going on with the Democrats. Everything from, don't ask a Canadian who Psaki is or whatever the hell they call the redhead, and all these people, Nancy Pelosi and all that, and everyone that's talking in Congress on both sides, that's all I listen to, because everything that's happening to all of us, I believe, is all coming from the States. You know, the sanctions and stuff like that. I mean, there's things that we're seeing that we don't understand. How come NATO and all that, they're able to turn around and block the rubles and rubles from Russia, which, by the way, now apparently is worth a lot more than it was worth before. So the sanctions didn't do anything at all. Putin's daughter got sanctions, and for those who don't know what sanctions are, it's a slap on the wrist. To stall the economy and to stall Stalin, Russia, Putin, Vladimirovich is his name, by the way. Vladimirovich Putin. And every commander that died in Russia, that passed away, his name was Vladimir. And it's funny, they're fighting against Volodymyr Zelensky. Vladimir. Tomato. Fruit and yogurt, that's my main diet. That's very healthy, apparently. You see, again, that's another yogurt milk product. So that's why I'm stalling on the milk products for 1 month. I said if I can do it, quit living and being happy for 30 days straight to see if I can manage it. Of course I will be able to. If I can lose a little bit of weight with it, I'm not going to lie. Can't say I started walking. I walked once 2 days ago, but I can't say I started walking. But I love walking, and I wish I could more. It wouldn't take time out of my work either if I took just half an hour a day to start off my day like that. And that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the month. And, the trolls are jealous now. Wait till I lose weight and I start streaming with my shirt off. I mean, don't worry, guys. That won't be before 2028, probably. Not going to happen. I'm kidding, guys. Guys are already unsubbing. Like, fuck that. I ain't going to. Chia seeds. I heard that, Michelle. I like everything healthy now. Can you smoke those seeds? Chia seeds. I have heard of them, though. Is that what they make the chia pets with? No, I'm kidding. Thanks, Julie. Country Fried Zen. How's it going? Pure carnivore here. That's a diet, actually. Some people lose weight by that. For 4 years, you've been doing it. Drink. Oh, really? You drink pink salt in all my water. I heard that was healthy. Like pink salt, like Himalayan, right? Because that is a very pink salt, right? I forgive my stupidness if that's what you meant. Salt is good for you if you don't eat sugar or grains of starch. So could another thing, starch, like bread and stuff. That could be another thing. Oh my gosh, if I stop the bread too, by next week I'll be down to 180. I think. Actually, no, if I quit eating and not eat again, it would still take me a month before I get down to 180. Pretty sure. Quit for the whole month. That was a long fasting, Jacqueline M. Hey, from the Middle Tennessee, thank you so much. For those just arriving at the channel, I have to reboot to be able to share my screen for some reason. So I'll show you next time the UFO. I don't want you just arriving and trying to look around where the UFO is in the video. I wasn't able to post it, but it doesn't matter. We'll talk about it instead. Goodness, Bruce, you can't control your existence on this planet. God gave us a number. When we're born and we don't know the number, so enjoy life as we have. Yes. That's right. We can't control our existence. My goal here is to better myself, to connect with people, and I like to be a helper. When I see someone that's sad or someone that has the channels on YouTube where one just died. I was following Dahlia. But anyways, I follow some people that have these diseases on YouTube, and they have these channels and they come on and talk about it. One person has his son with Down syndrome, does a weather announcement, announces the weather day and night. I've been following that guy for 10, 15 years. I like to encourage the people in life that a lot of people just turn around and laugh at for some reason. We're really a sad group like that. Have I ever laughed at people? I enjoy doing it. I'm not saying I don't, but it's I like laughing at the people that are bad. That's what I do. When someone has a handicap or something, no, I don't laugh at all. My biggest experience, life changing experience, was to work with low mobility children and elders of all ages, from 85 all the way down to, it was supposed to be infant, but luckily I didn't get any. It would have been really hard. But the youngest person on my bus was 13 years old or 12, and they're all amazing people. It's the person driving the bus that feels that there's handicaps in the bus. It's not the people that are in the bus that are handicapped that feel that they're handicapped, which only it made sense. It was stupid. And then when I got in the bus, I was worried about how I would be upset seeing people with all the problems. I just wanted to help people. They're funny buggers. I mean, they're just like you and I. And I would say that because they have these handicaps, most of them were more positive than me. And it only makes sense because they were worse off in certain health things and physical mobility. They were bad off, a lot of them. And it's the most positive people I had ever met. It was really incredible. Use freeze-dried fruit and vegetables. Powders got me through. Yes, absolutely. That's what I do. Freeze-dried, exactly. And big bags of them. And instead of eating, I'm not going to hide it. Love chips. I can eat chips. You know, me, it's with a sandwich. That was another thing. That's all I ate all my life at work, was a sandwich, a bologna sandwich. Not because I was poor, even though I am. I used to love bologna sandwiches until I found bones and noses in it. Sorry, I have a hard time eating meat. I would have been a good vegetarian. I would be the biggest vegetarian, actually, probably around. Boy, vegetarian. I don't know what that would do to me, but let me get. Wow. Yeah, I'm the big cheese. I'm a big cheese eater. Give me a second, guys. Get some water. Well, there we go. I'm gonna start playing my eye now. Well, the coffee is freezing now, so a little bit of water. Let's do this. I more than love cheese. If I had a choice between, like if I was this big drug addict and I was smoking weed all the time and I had to choose between quitting my smoking or quitting the cheese and become a very sober fast, a very fat sober person. But if you know what gains the weight, if it's I say if it's only down to, oh, I'm going to be upset because I like my cheese, it's not going to hurt me. It's going to help me if I lose some weight. But if I know myself, once I lose the weight, then I'll start eating more cheese because I'm thinner. I'll be able to go back to eating boxes of cheese. No, Andrew says that no dairy for me. What am I going to eat if I can't eat pizzas, bro, and poutines and lasagna? That's all I eat, dude. Another thing, pasta. Big pasta eater, as you can tell, probably most likely. That's another thing. Hey, you know what? I could lose a lot of weight quitting those things, boy. But a lot of sugar in pasta, they say. But sugar is another thing I do not touch. I do not eat any sugar. I don't put any sugar in my coffee anymore. I rarely eat cereals because when I eat cereals, it's like I'm a fireman and sugar's like the water and I have to put out the fire. So I put all the sugar all over my friggin' bowl. That's ridiculous. To the point where I could go like this with a spoon with the sugar to make it eat. No, maybe not that much, but why even go there? Why even try it if I like it too much? Christy, thank you. Thanks, Christy. Love you for it. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. The mouse is over 200 pounds. The mouse is over 200 pounds. You need one hell of a big trap for me. Me trap or no trap, I'm going for the cheese. I don't care if the trap gets me or not. Probably be the fastest bugger around. Oh yeah, you see, you're just saying it, and it's like I need a fix. I need the cheese. That's the longest I've ever had cheese in my fridge. My fridge itself is wondering what the hell. Did you forget the cheese, Bruce? When I open the fridge, my fridge goes, "Don't forget the cheese." If I can quit that, save about $50 a month. Also, hey, it's a plus. Quesadilla. I eat a quesadilla every day. Oh, quesadilla. What is a quesadilla? Is that like a wrap thing or something? No, because if that's so, I'm Mr. Wrap. I'll eat anything in a wrap. When I make spaghetti, instead of having a big bowl of spaghetti, I grab 2 wraps and I just put the spaghetti and the sauce and everything in the wrap with cheese. You know, the cheese, so much cheese that when you close the wrap, it closes like this. Not like this. That's what I do. Yeah, I love it more. And I know you guys don't believe me, but it's true. Okay, to the point where my body does not constipate with cheese. I could eat 7 bricks and no problem with that. The body's what? No, it's just cheese. It goes through no problem. Can only imagine the size of my intestines to push that cheese through there. Guys, like, what's the topic of conversation tonight? Cheese. I thought it was UFOs. No, I'm talking about cheese. Cheese is also where Fukushima radiation. Oh shit. That's scary stuff, eh? You know what? Well, that's Fukushima. I'm talking about Chernobyl, which is in Ukraine and Russia, between Ukraine and Russia. There's some people, I think I mentioned this a while ago. There's some people that live right in the town where Chernobyl is, or is it the name of the town? I don't think so. Whatever. In the town of Chernobyl, they have an elderly couple, a couple of elderly couples that live there, and there's a channel, YouTube channel, where he went in to see the area of the radiation, and apparently those people have lived there all those years. They have their garden in the back. They eat their garden in the back. They've never had any problems. They stay away from here, from Hiroshima. Bruce, that's too far. They stay away from Chernobyl, but they still live right in the town of it. Like there was no radiation there. But then you see what they're saying about the soldiers that are digging. Let's dig some trenches in Chernobyl, idiots. Let's dig up the land in Chernobyl and get bulldozers and tanks to run over the land to turn up all the soil and radiation. So friggin' stupid. There's readings of radiation there. It's forever. I think when radiation leaks from those places, that never heals. It doesn't heal. You go back, the vegetation is growing. You see, there's animals and birds there and stuff. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it was. I really don't think it was something that was fake that they would have said. We all know that there is danger in the radiation for sure. Is it still radiating? I don't know. They were talking. Was it Fukushima? Probably Fukushima. I don't know if it's Fukushima or Chernobyl. These reactors are still effing hot, right? I had a hard time believing that they're in water or something like that, or to be cooled down or something. I mean, how? So it's like, yeah, milk too. I don't eat milk. Don't drink milk at all. Bruce had a video channel in Spanish. Thanks, Julie. Video, but does not go live. Spanish channel. Exactly. I don't do the lives, but I do have the videos there. I'm happy I did. I got a couple videos, almost 30, 40, maybe 50 videos, maybe not that much in Spanish. And that way, people that are in Spanish can get a chance to see my channel and my work. I think that's pretty cool. Thanks a lot, Julie. Merci, Patrick. Merci, la gang. Thanks a lot, brother. Généreux contribution. You guys rock. Thanks, guys. Definitely. Lost for words. I love alien snack. You almost got me there, bugger. I'm lost for words. Double slits. Careful. You don't know what's in the right one. Sorry. Or cheese and milk is where the radioactive isotopes get concentrated. That is scary stuff. I bet you in bread too. Yeah, there's definitely some foods. And in Chernobyl, all the grocery stores and everything, when they left everything, right? Like all the houses are full of clothing, and the grocery stores that are there, everything on the shelves remain there. There's like, which is so stupid. They should have emptied that friggin' place. You know, if you go to Chernobyl and you're hungry, there's a grocery store there. You walk in and everything's there in the bags and everything. Rats are getting to most of the things. "20 degrees now," Danny says, in Alberta. Wind goes to, whoa, shit, 110 kilometers an hour. That's bad. Crazy. Happy Friday. Thanks a lot, Danny. Now that's really bad. What we had here the other day was 85 kilometers, and it ripped all the fencing that I have in back. It ripped everything down. 85 kilometers. 100 kilometer an hour winds, very, very, very dangerous. Imagine it's not a hurricane, but it's bad, and stuff flies around. Bruce, have you noticed craters around the solar system are hexagonal? Yes. What's your take on this? Tony, listen, there's some hexagonal craters and some that look pentagons on the surface of the moon, and I believe they're constructed. For whatever the reason, it could be down UFOs or something. You literally see those shapes, the edges that turn like that. You see a lot of the craters that have that 100%. That's why I say it can't, it has to be built. These supposed craters must be built areas. They all have ramparts, high ramparts. They have a long stretch on one side, and the other side's lower, and they have that bump in the center. And you look at all the craters, and they're all the same. Like lots of them are the same. People say, how come they have the same depth? I believe it's the atmosphere that gives us the impression they have the same depth. Oh yeah, Julie, go right ahead. Of course, to share that. I wish I could see that probably on your channel or what? That's another thing, you guys, You guys here always contributing and watching the videos. If you're here and you guys have companies or online websites and stuff like that, I mean, um, feel free to let us know, once in a while so that other people could maybe check out your things. You guys are being really cool here, so I appreciate it. Taylor really is. Disney, hope you're still there, man. Sorry I'm running late, an hour late on the comments. So sorry, guys. I'm going to scroll down after. Gary Granado, hello. Disney is the scariest thing I've ever seen. The ped rings and everything in that, it is really scary. The people they recently stopped, those transgender that were changing cultures and stuff in the scary stuff, really scary stuff. Jacqueline M, salut. Yeah, the kitty thing is about. So, Eric, very, very well said. You just said that. Took the words right out of my mouth. It is what's happening around with the rings and what people are doing and the trafficking and the sale of videos online and the people that were doing it, and even some of them in Congress, some of them in horrible. It's going to wake up the sleepers, and you said it very, very well. Yeah, Pluto is crazy. You have to look up the image of Pluto, Beth. You see an image of Pluto on it. And most people will say, is that a fake image that somebody put up? It's not. They say it's not. You see the two ears and the dog face. You literally see Pluto. It's like, wait a minute. Let me scroll down, and that way I'll be up to date with the questions, my friends. Christian Massé dans la maison. On my blog today, the Philip Montley's new book, UFOs Landing in UK and Ireland for the 2022 1st of May. Merci, Christian Massé. If you guys want to check out Christian Marcet's channel, he's the big cheese down in Toulouse in France. Okay, you guys. And this guy has, he researches, he's a ufologist, he researches in paranormal. He's well known also. So you guys don't know him, and you're probably just saying it's just a regular guy stopping by. He's not a regular guy. He an entity researcher too. But here's the thing, guys. When you go on his channel, Kassim Alsi, you can watch his stuff in French, in English too. If you click on most of his posts, they all go to the English channels, and everywhere that he grabbed the information from, he references the places. You can go look for yourself. Kassim Alsi has a blog of thousands of posts, okay? More than anyone I've ever seen working in the field. So do take the time to check them out. Susanna Bauer, thanks for being here. Merci, Christian Massé. Aussi pour les partages, pour partager mon travail, mon frère, et de tout ce que tu partages. He's been sharing my work out on his blog too. So I'm honored. A lot of people know me in France. A lot of people do know me in France. Silvano Trotta also talked about me. He's the administrator for the internet. This guy and was on television. Silvano Trotta also talked about my research. I was lucky. I was really lucky for that. But the more they talked about my research, the less people come to my channel. In Sebring, Florida, there was damage done to vehicles from golf ball size hail. Absolutely. Thanks for letting me know. It's crazy. We're supposed to get snow tonight in Middle Tennessee. This is ridiculous. Hydrogen electric refuels from moisture in the air or clouds, oceans, water bodies. Invest in hydrogen, ladies and gents. And it's going to be the new biggest thing. And that's exactly it. The sun's made of hydrogen, part hydrogen. You can only imagine what they do to fuel up their craft. For sure, 100%. Supreme Boy, do you think a polar shift will happen in our lifetime? I will. Thanks for asking that. I absolutely believe that we're going to see a shift. I believe we're in it. And I believe that it's a very elongated shift where we're going to see various things happening. Maybe it's the shift that's causing the sun to react, or is it the sun that's causing the shift? I don't think so. I think the shift is inevitable, going from one to another. Thanks, Julie. I love you guys for it. It will, Beth. Yeah, he's got a good blog, Beth. He's got any post you want to talk about, whatever's found out on Mars, whatever they find in space. Well, Christian Moss, he's always talking about it. And of course, he's a real guy. He's not a hacker or a troll. He's been doing this for a long time, far before me. Christian Moss, and you can check him out. Like on the bottom of his post, it says to see in English. So you just click and you go to the English channel. It's really cool. Nice to have you here, Gamecock Mike. As always, my friend. Dallas has been acting like the desert's hot in the sun and cold at night. Yeah, that's crazy. I've been hearing about that too. What the hell's going on? Is it going to change, eh? Remember the last flood Texas had? Because you guys are flat there, I heard, eh? Everything's flat there and on rock, right? So when water comes in, at one point there was those bloody, was it alligators or something like that? And then you imagine the spiders and everything that's there because of the floods and stuff. They all run up into the homes, and oh my God, I was flipping out. Kathleen Katz, Matthews, Caraher, thank you. Bruce just came out. What you open up to? Bruce just came out. What you open up to the YouTube page? Yeah, it doesn't work. If that's what you mean, I was trying to open it up, and lovely weather today in Central Texas. Cool. We need some areas, Sammy Ann, that have good weather. I'm missing all these comments. Always try to get them all, but I never do. Thanks again, Christy. Jason Berezny's in the house. We can't control or manage only manage our existence. That's well said. That is well said, and it's true. Julie, thanks so much. I also have a Patreon page if you guys want to join me on Patreon page. Tomorrow, Patreon video, member video right after this. And I was going to get a bigger one up. I'll get a second one up too for the members. That UFO vid I was going to show, I'll get it up right away for the members. And don't worry, here on the channel, I will get it up also. And it's I'm always careful when I'm showing NASA images because I'll be honest with you, in America, Americans are allowed showing images. Canadians are not. I looked that up, and Canadians, when they show them, we need a permission usually to post the NASA images. So I'm very, very careful when I post NASA images. Thanks so much, Julie. I feel like I'm a nuclear reactor. Yeah, we are. In reality, that's what we are. We're producing that electricity. We're radiating heat for sure. Yes, hydrate. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, all. Thanks a lot, Alias. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot, Alias in the house. Hey, Darla, I got a hell of a good laugh with that. Bruce Cheese All. It made me download a whole new Google app to come to. Are you serious? So that's okay. I'm happy you shared that with me because that's exactly what happened. Is that it really wasn't. It wasn't a troll and it wasn't a malware or anything. It was really Google Chrome that asked me if he had permission to film my screen. But the problem is that I wasn't filming the screen. But yes, I am because I'm streaming. I'm stupid. I should have said yes. So by me saying that it wasn't me, it took away the access to the screen. And I'll tell you, if somebody is trying to get into my connection, I will be prompted by YouTube, by Google. That happens to me, Christy. You guys ever get that? Please fill in your. Oh my gosh, I have to remember what my personal code is. I'm gonna lose it. Please fill in your password right now, please. So you got to fill it in. If you don't fill it in, at one point I said, "Screw you! I'm not filling that in. Who the hell wants me to put in my password?" I clicked X, and my channel went down. They said to get back on, you have to prove to Google that you're who you are. That is scary stuff. They have too much control over our shit, unfortunately. Damn right about that, Julie. The presence here is the best gift, you guys. I really love you all for it. Hey, man, rocks. I eat so much of those too. It's another thing. My gosh, I don't eat eggs without melted cheese on it. I will now. It is, Jason. Yeah, I don't eat the processed meat. Like spam and stuff. It's just like crushed noses and asses in cans. I'm sorry for that, Christy. But that's basically what's going on there. I believe this. Do you guys believe that the system, they're making the system not crash, right? By putting up all these changes and that they're doing in Google Chrome. How many times are things crashing, or you know, how are they going to be able to manage having a system where you can launch nuclear weapons when Google can crash at any given minute? For real, there. We're so dependent on digital devices, guys. It's sickening. I love my computer, but it's true. It's true. We're hooked on it, right? But I use the computer because it's my gateway. It's the way I get out to other people. And for people like you, Ed, like Christy, I will be doing later streams because some people are working and don't have the time always to come and meet the streams, an extra one here and there. With what I wanted to do is adding a video at the same time, talking about certain images, talking about NASA images. Here on my channel, I basically, you guys know it, I show usually always my research because I didn't want it to become a mixture of NASA and my research, but we can look at them sometimes. It's just, pixelated moon images are just horrendous to look at. I'll tell you someone that does miracles with those images, the NASA images, but has an incredible explanation for it. And please check them out. Is Physical Astronomy Techno Thanks. If you just type in Techno Thanks all together, capital T, that's the name of his older channel. It'll bring you to Physical Astronomy. If not, Physical Astronomy Techno Thanks. I met that guy when I came on the internet. He was the first person I met that had a moon channel showing all the NASA images from stars and Ganymede and everything all the way to the moon. and Mars also. Techno thanks. I love you, man. He's a very, very cool guy. He's another one that his channel is like cramped up, small with like couple hundreds of views per vid, and it's ridiculous. He should get a lot more support than that. I don't talk about him enough, but he always gave me some nice shout outs. And when I get a chance, I always try to talk about him. I talked a couple times about him. He's a really good guy. I'd do it, Dale. Like, I mean, literally, that's something I do. I bet you it's good too. I tried put coconut oil in it a couple times. I also have coconut oil. It's healthy. I try to eat it as much as I can. I have to buy some more after. Merci encore, Patrick Ledouceur. Thanks, guys. Hey, Jay, Elsie, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks, you guys. Very generous, guys. I love you for it. Bruce, cheese all. Love cheese, but sugar is what makes me gain. Listen, don't feel bad. That's how it is. It's something. If it's not the salt, it's the sugar. And I'll tell you, Christy, I don't ever buy chocolate bars, but you know why? Because I'm like a child. When I buy, I should do a comedy sketch. I'm a stand-up before any of this. I'm a comedian, so I should have done stand-up, which I would have loved to have tried and do. But it's some really funny stories with my eating habits that I could have made a whole bloody show about it. But sugar, I don't buy any. Once in a while, I said, I'll spoil myself. I'll go pick up 4 or 5 chocolate bars and I'll stash them away in the cupboard. I eat 2 of them on the way down in the car. When I come in, well, I throw 2 of them in front of the computer. And then after I eat those 2, I watch a video and I'm saying, may as well eat the last one. There's only one left. So no, I have no self-control over that, which is very funny because I have extremely high control over myself for fighting or, hitting people or stuff. I'm very patient on that side. And I have good control over myself for alcohol consumption and refusing and saying no to drugs and stuff like that. But when it comes to the sugar, it's best that I don't have any around me. I'll never eat any, but I'll go to a restaurant where they have, like a Chinese place where they have the desserts there, and I just like almost faint. Like what? Like I can choose all those, just start picking up a whole bunch of things. But I can do it. I can be a person that eats very little, that does his walking and does everything. Very influential, actually, if you look at it that way. Very influential when you see the chocolate. But it's not about what it looks like. It really is that I think it's normal that we need a certain amount of sugar. I had honey the other day because my mom keeps suggesting to me, get honey, buy honey. And that way, when you have a sore throat, put a little bit in your coffee, take a little spoon of it and stuff like that. I said, okay, left it in my fridge. And I'm sitting here one day and I'm saying, hey, I have honey. Went in the fridge, opened the fridge. I can't do it. I can't have any, I'm not hiding it. I can't have any strawberry jam because for me, strawberry jam is like a yogurt. Just open it up and just start scooping it out. It's better scooping, guys. Understand me. It tastes so good when you scoop the sweets instead of limiting yourself and having a little piece of toast with a little bit of caramel or something on it. No, you grow up in the caramel and you put the bread in the caramel. So I stay away from sweets. Christy's probably pissed at me right now saying, thanks a lot. Cheese is fabulous, but I don't eat much. When that's good, that's how it's supposed to be. That's healthy. That's what they say to do, bro. And that's my problem, is to stay away from it. But stopping cold turkey, no problem. I'll throw all that cheese away if I have to at the end of the month. I feel like crying. Dwayne Ayers. Hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. From Southern Indiana. Thanks a lot, my American friends. I appreciate that so much. Thanks a lot, Christy, for being here. Emmy's in the house. Greatly appreciate it also. Guys, what's your take on secret space program? Thumbs up. Well, I'll be honest with you. Thank you so much, Casey. Thanks, you guys. That was a good one, Beth. I think the secret space programs is basically all that's in space, and that's all they do. The little launches that they do is probably only to get people to think that they're doing projects like close by, but I believe that they're all over the place. I believe that they're really investing trillions and trillions of dollars and in what? Well, to advance their way of war, their defense mechanisms and stuff, their offensive mechanisms and offensive devices and weapons and new weapons that they're going to have to trust. So now here's the thing. They have energy, like Andrew was saying, the energy, the magnetosphere and the magnetism of Earth itself. They're able to use it. We got a CERN, we got a hadron collider here. It's not for nothing. That's what they're doing. They're creating an orbit. They're creating a gravity. They say it's impossible to create a gravity. You know that, guys? Do you know that all that talk about people, there's gravity, we do this, we do that? It's impossible to create gravity unnaturally. Do you know that? Even though they say that they have their own gravity around them, the UFOs, apparently it's something very impossible to do. It's very, very hard to do. It's naturally formed, so they say, by a planet. The planet is what causes the gravity. And again, this is all theoretical. The first time they declared that, am I going to say it? The gravity was real was in 2016. I was surprised. And they said that they did the test here in a laboratory, an experiment in a laboratory, and we're able to conclude, wow, we can conclude for the first time that gravity could be a wave. But it's all theoretical. It's scary. Alias made it back. Awesome. Thank you, brother. Thanks again, Casey. Jason saw a video of dissection and microscope analysis of hot dog wiener. You know what, guys? That's all I have left. And I saw a video the other day, Jason, and I'm having a hard time eating my hot dogs. So that I can't eat anything anymore. The only thing I like now is rice. And that's going to make me fat anyways, probably. I could eat just rice and salad. I love it. Hot dogs. There's some kind of worms and other disgusting shit in them. Throw those out later. Oh my God. Dude, I'll never eat a fucking hot dog again. You know that. Okay. I have so much problems with that. But I'll be honest with you. I stopped eating. You know, my favorite was stew in a can. Oh, when I was young, my first apartment, that's all I bought. Made walls of them. Until I found a part of a jaw, a palate with 3 teeth, and they were big round teeth. I had to look it up online to see what kind of effing teeth it was, because it looked like hippopotamus teeth, and it was pig teeth in a can of stew. Pig teeth. What's that? A jaw? You pull out like it looked like a bloody pig dentures in the can. So traumatizing. Well, that is really too bad. So the only thing left for me to eat was the hot dog. So, hamburger meat's the only thing I have left to eat. And I already know that that's pretty bad too, and I believe that. I absolutely believe that. But I tell you what, I cook my hot dogs. I burn shit. Everything I eat is over well done, at least. So that way my worms are cooked well. Klaus Schwab said it. You will eat worms and you will like it. Yeah, right. That is so funny. Bruce, we're French Canadians. Food is good. Yeah, it was, but yeah, live worm-like organisms on top of it. Awesome, eh? Awesome stuff. It's funny you say that, Jason, because they say when you eat too many hot dogs, raw hot dogs, it gives you worms. I wonder why. Like I say, I cooked the hell out of that. Spaghetti. Watch it with the spaghetti wrap. Don't scare me here. What the hell is going on around here? No, seriously, you have to try that. I eat everything in a wrap. I like cold bean salads in wraps. I'll put a Caesar salad in a wrap with grilled chicken right inside of the wrap. Wrap that up and eat everything on a wrap. I eat everything on a wrap. Everything on a wrap. But cheese on a wrap is a good idea too. Gonna be playing in my eye tonight, boy. Must be close to 10. It is close to 10. It is. Like a grilled tortilla sandwich. Exactly. 2 tortilla, cheese, meat, etc. Yes. Yes, exactly. I'm going to be so thin. For 3 days and I'm already switching going in. So you watch in a couple of days. Yeah, I know, Christy. I mean, crazy stuff, huh? Julie, thank you so much. I did not see this, you guys. Welcome to all. Oh my God. I saw a channel do that, Julie. I saw a channel do that. And the guy, it was pretty cool. Some people joined in. Thank you so much, Julie. You're thoughtful. Beth, thank you so much. Thanks again for all you do. I appreciate it. I can't thank you enough, Beth. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys very much. He had to say he worked for Donnell Douglas. Yes. Hiya, Christy. Christopher. Thank you. What? I know about the hot dogs. Scared the shit out of me. The hell out of me. How's your weather, Christopher? We're sunny today, 2 days in a row. Christopher's going through a little bit of crazy weather, up and down weather. Christopher had some snow today, I think, or yesterday. Snow. Can you imagine that? Snow again? It's like, what the hell's going on? Taylor Michael. That's fascinating. I believe it's real. I'm a patron with Tony Rodriguez. Tony Rodriguez. That rings a bell. So there's several, like 20 or so women mainly, and they live, they're elderly. Yes, for real, David. Thanks. Elderly as heck. Yes. And yeah, to do that, that's crazy. It is. And they have gardens and they live alone. And she really is an elderly lady. And you see the elderly lady, one of the ones I saw, she has all her teeth. I mean, the woman's not walking around with any glasses on or anything. She doesn't have glasses. She's just living there with her husband. They make, obviously, they make their bread, they make their desserts, they make wine, they make cheese, they make their butter, they churn the butter, they make their yogurt, everything themselves that they do there. And this, they were making this guy taste everything that they were making, and everything is grown right there in Chernobyl, right exactly where the plant is. And a couple of people were there. You know what? I was really worried, David, about those people because of the Ukraine war. You just know that they went in. They must. I mean, it's devastating. I thought they'd die because the tanks are going to go in there and bombard the hell out of the civilians. That's crazy stuff. 70 degrees has been snowing all day. Imagine with accumulation on top of it. And then it's going back up to 70. It's stupid in a couple of days. So that's it. You can get all that snow and then it's going to melt. So it's going to be just snow. And it's going to melt. You're going to get slush. Probably with some wind with that. Enjoy life and don't fall for the narrative. That's right. But Trudeau, Freeland will take care of us. And Ford will have our back. Woohoo. Well, don't depend on Trudeau because Trudeau wants your bank account and wants to arrest you. Trudeau's the biggest piece of shit here in Canada. He should be hung in public. He's not like there what he's doing, that piece of shite. I can't believe what he's doing to our country. I put sugar on everything, but since I don't weigh no more than a feather, I'll be okay. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly it, man. That's another big difference. The weight, right? Big guys, and they start eating sugar and stuff like that. And then it depends on how much you retain more than others. If you retain the fat, if you hold fat better than others, I'm like a camel. So it's Udis and noodles kick for about 3 months. I'll be okay. I have been on this oodles and noodles kick for about 3 months now, and no lie, I put cheese and sugar in them. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. And certain people that aren't too big could probably do it, right? It's not going to change anything. But I'm a big enough guy, and some people can eat often and not eat a lot. Me, I go all day without eating. Thank you very much, Emmy. Are you serious? Is it near Kiev? I did not know that. Kiev Oblast in Ukraine. Slava Ukraine. Good morning from Hamburg. Thank you very much. Welcome. My dad was a chemical engineer at Canada Packer. Oh, awesome. There's nothing good in processed food. Exactly. I believe it, man. You know, and it's the people that usually work in the companies that know it exactly. Only imagine how everything's processed. I know it, man. I was a butcher here in Valleyfield at one point, and every time I was throwing away stuff, my boss kept telling me, "You don't throw that away. You stick it in the first piece on the bottom, you pass it." So it's like bull crap, eh? When you think of it, it's almost disgusting. Adaptation, yeah, right. If it is Gate Smasher, definitely want to go there. That's probably what they're going to mine there, living with cheese. I used to say that. Thanks again, Patrick. Merci, mon frère. Tactic, good morning to you. Thank you, Bob Weiss. Barways. Bradley, how's it going, man? Central Illinois UFOs, eh? Yes, eh? Lots of them. Yeah, the UFO. I'm sorry about not being able to post the video, but I'll get that video up for you guys here. And if not, you can see it for yourselves on theblackvault.com. Also, good luck trying to find it. It's there somewhere. And Fukushima, they're full of shit. Now it's full of shit. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, autocorrect. The other day I told someone, "Thank you, my dead friend," instead of my dear friend, because the R, is it? Yes, it is. The R is over the D on the keyboard. And I had not seen it till 3 days after. And I went back and I changed it. And I said, "Oh my God, I hope they didn't see that." Long time no see, my dead friend. That is so crazy. I said, I can't believe I made that. It was just that one letter mistake. And I write fast, and yeah, my mistake is I don't go back and look at what I write sometimes, so I'll write mistakes. Yeah, I hear you, Christy. I'm like that. I'll gain by looking. If the neighbor's having a barbecue, I'll gain their weight for them that night. If I just smell it, what's going on. But I'm telling you, Christy, I am telling you, you got fields around where you are, walk across the fields. I'm telling you, walking is incredible. You lose so much weight. You'd be able to start eating more. I'm telling you, I lost 100 pounds for real. I did that. I'm proud of myself. It was maybe a bit too quickly, but how I did it is I walked, and I speed walked, and I'd walk till my friggin' legs would burn, till I get cramps, and I'd just walk and walk and walk and walk, and I lost so much weight, lost a lot of weight. But not everybody has time to walk, and it's not always pleasant walking alone and walking in the field. You're by yourself. I can just see you walk in the field, but I'm telling you, after a week, you'd lose 5-10 pounds, because if you can gain really fast, Christy, that means you can lose fast. I'm telling you, people that gain weight fast can also lose weight very fast by doing the damn walking, and it works. They thought there in Chernobyl was a storage house. Oh yeah, it was sarcophage from a sarcophage. Oh yeah, from the blown reactor. Okay, a sarcophage from the fog from the blown reactor. It's so stupid. And when I found out that people are still running the plant and Ukraine, they went in there and they took them hostage. That's the last thing I had heard. There's lots of stuff I heard. You know, those people on the island apparently that they blew away. That wasn't true either. They took them criminals, war criminals. Sorry, war prisoners. Sorry, the Ukrainians, the ones that were on the island, that they said "fuck you" to the Russians when they were going by with their boat. Red flags all around us, right? I don't know if you're like me. I'm looking at what's going on. I'm continually saying what's real, what's not real. I'm just sitting back looking, you know. Argentina, which is gases. Thanks, you guys. I'm fluent in autocorrect. Yes. We treat our bodies like dumpsters. We really do, Jason. That's very, very true. And I'm trying to be careful. It's actually getting better as I'm getting older. You know, like anyone, I'll enjoy having a beer here and there. But I guess, you know, looking at the way I am, 47 years old, always been able to not be a drunk and just continue my life and, you know, low key with everything. If I could, a good thing I don't drink as much as I eat cheese. I have a big problem. Pure vodka. No. Vodka. No, it's water. Water. You guys into that? Mineral water? I love mineral water. Touch of lemon in it. I'm always drinking that, like Perrier water. Namir, how's it going? From Ecuador. Muchas gracias, you guys. Thank you very much. Aliens a good movie. Aliens is a good movie, better than the first one. I haven't seen it. I'd have to look. There's lots of movies I have not seen. London, Ontario, but Manitoba raised. Ah, London, Ontario. You close by, Mary Lynn. Thanks so much for connecting. Yep, heard London, Ontario. Isn't our Justin Bieber from there? London, Ontario. La Tierra tiene una matriz para objetos voladores no identificados. Earth holds a matrix, unified matrix, objectives, unidentified objectives. Muchas gracias, my friend. One big pond. My little head. I'm getting better. I'm getting good at pronouncing the words, trying to. La Tierra tiene una matriz para objetos voladores no identificados. I hope I said that well, even though I only understood half of it. Hey, Barb, thanks a lot for still being here, my friends. Holy smokes, Christopher, no kidding. That's crazy weather. Yeah, he's getting pummeled. We've been mostly mild, but windstorms. Yeah, see, but it's up and down, eh? Really is up and down. Oregon, Christy, have you ever heard of that place? They're talking about tremors and earthquakes, seismic activity that's around a sleeping volcano that's there. Apparently, it's in Oregon, a pretty big volcano, and all week there was 3 or 4 earthquakes. So I hope there's no volcano in Oregon that's going to pop up. Can you imagine that popping up in the middle of the bloody states? Wow. Yeah, Gamecock Mike, I've seen them, bro. And you're absolutely right about that. Hey, thanks for being members, guys. You too, Christine, everybody. That's true about and listen, they even talk about it in like The Simpsons near the nuclear plant when you see the double-headed fish, but it's true. I've seen the videos myself with them. I've also seen the very rare videos where they talk about Chernobyl mutations that are out there on the video, and it's really, really true. Okay, I see now. I didn't know what Bruce was talking about. The way he pronounces Chernobyl. Oh, Chernobyl. How do you pronounce it? I'm curious. You guys say Chernobyl or something? Chernobyl. I should be pronouncing it right. Chernobyl. Oh, you guys say Chernobyl, right? Chernobyl. That's like when Christopher, when I first started filming the moon, Copernicus crater. I didn't know any of the names of the craters, and I remember talking about Copernicus crater. The first time I pronounced Copernicus was Copernicus. I like saying Copernicus, and people were like, "What?" That some people in the UK thought I was saying Copernickers. Weather here in Illinois sucks. One day it snows, next day it's 60. Supposed to be 70s by Monday here in central Illinois. And we're going to see that up and down for a little while. So now here's the thing. I assume the sun just calmed itself down. In less than 3 days, we're going to start seeing more of the sunspots come back around or appear. Sunspots they're either new regions or older regions, but we're up to 2,990, I think, or 80 some spots that have been seen since they started recording it, which was really not long ago when they started recording the number of the sunspots. Chernobyl. I realized it myself once you said it. I said, yeah, it isn't Chernobyl. Chernobyl. Crazy stuff. Our winds have crazy here down south. Listen, I'm hearing of the winds. I'm seeing in the States, it's like up and down where you guys got oh yeah, encased in concrete, Chernobyl. Yeah, and they're that's what they said. The reactor is encased in concrete, and it was still there's water in there. Or is that at Fukushima? But they still said it was still hot. Can that be friggin' possible? I never understood that. Never understood how something like that could be still hot. It's because it's something they started a fusioning that can never stop. That's scary stuff. They're all going to crash, because of what's happening here. The very sad story on Earth is that all the nuclear plants are going to be destroyed, and it's going to leak contamination throughout the whole effing world because of things like floods. And do you imagine the safety of a nuclear plant to see assholes like Russia come into? Well, there were assholes there for sure that were Russian that came in and started shooting at the nuclear plants. Can you imagine that? The safety of that? We got to sit down here and watch these moronic elites fighting amongst themselves because they're jealous. Those are real trolls, right? The elites have no intelligence whatsoever. They know frig all about physics, science, and astronomy. They hire people to do shit for them, and they don't care of consequences. Well, if you do that, that's going to harm the atmosphere. Well, we'll produce something to fix the atmosphere after. They think really playing God is what they're doing, eh? Thanks so much for stopping by, everyone, on the channel. I really appreciate it. Again, I'm sorry for not having shown you the UFO video, but I promise to get it up in the next video for you all. Glad you said that about the craters. Thanks, David. I always thought they didn't look totally circular either. They didn't look natural. No, and I can confirm to you, David, for real, I've filmed 6 craters that were like stop signs. For real. They were stop signs. Staying alive. It had the corners like that. It was absolutely incredible. Square craters, perfectly square. We got the rectangle inside of Sinus Iridum where the Apollo 17 landing said they supposedly landed 30 to 50 kilometers from where they supposedly landed. Yeah, the Dyson sphere is what Death Star or Dyson sphere or a black star is what they often talk about the moon being. I think it's an interesting theory, and if the moon is not itself a Death Star, I do believe there are definitely Death Stars. I'd go as far as saying if we saw it in a movie, it's because it's probably so. I see several craters that look like octagon. Yes, 8 sides too. I've seen that too. Like confirmed, literally, I've seen that. Southwest Ontario today. Hail there. Mary Lynn, thanks for letting me know that. If I'm not mistaken, Mary Lynn and Christopher, we did get snow here, but I didn't myself. But my mother, half an hour away, did get snow, and or hail. It could be one or the other that they had. Crypto Bruce, have you heard about Cerro Torco in Argentina? No, I have not. One of the biggest UFO sites in South America. You serious? I have not heard about that. I have to look that up. What did I want to mention to you guys? I think you reminded me of something. Maybe I forgot. No, I forgot for sure. Thanks, Taylor. Thanks, you guys, for still being here. Like when they snatch us up into their ships. Yeah. You know, Jason, that could be some of the stuff they're putting in the hot dogs. I don't know. Maybe the hot dogs on the moon are made with humans. That's scary stuff. La tecnología de la cuidad invisible que aparece inconsiblemente. Technology invisible appears inconsiblemente. Reconstructed? Reconstructed. Am I saying it right? Am I saying it right? One Big Pond. I have a Spanish channel too. I made Spanish videos for my Spanish friends. Porque, even though I can't speak half of the language, I'm getting there. Un piquito. Very little. Is Mara's face anomaly? Gate Smasher, thank you. You guys are so patient. At 10 o'clock, I don't even see these come in. Sorry. Is Mars face anomaly or a monument from US or a monument from US? You know what? I don't know if it's I think it is an anomaly. I don't know if it's a face though, because in the video what I showed with I showed the same area where they showed it without the sunlight making a shadow on the face, and it really doesn't look like a face at all. And it has lines going into the ground, though. Lots of lines that are going into the ground like crazy. But it could be, though. Imagine a face, a literal face, and like I'm saying, it could be. But if there is a face there, it would definitely be human. I believe that. I made a fan page at Commercial Bruce Sees All. I hope you sign up and join us at Discord Bruce. Fans meet on Discord. Hey, I love you, Julie, for that. Thank you so much, you guys. You rock. That's really thoughtful, Julie. Thanks a lot. JPQ Talk Tick. Bruce, why did the government doesn't tell us about the things out there? You know, the concerning part is that if they're not telling us about the things out there, it's because they could be needing us in those experiments or whatnot, not telling us necessarily what they're doing out there. I really don't like the fact that they could be experimenting on humans on the moon. There should not be any structures on any planet with humans in it. If there are aliens up there, I feel safer than the fact that humans are leaving Earth to do shit elsewhere, because that could be what they're bringing back here to contaminate us, which is, Wuhan lab. Well, I tend to think that, that's another scary thing, is that if you look how the labs are shaped in Wuhan and what they look like, boy, guys, it looks like those buildings that I saw on the moon, the rectangles with the lines that communicate and cross paths. Crazy stuff. It is. The woke stuff's out of control. You know what's out of control? Terms like, we're hearing stuff this year that, oh my gosh, I learned more terms than I've learned in my entire life. Stupid things like friggin' cancel culture. And now there's, I don't know if you guys watch, I always watch them. Ben Shapiro. Is it Dan Shapiro? Ben Shapiro on YouTube. I think he's funny. The Wire, the Daily Wire. I don't know if you guys, what you think of him. He's often talking about the situation of the transes and the gays. And this guy has an incredible explanation where he's saying, no, listen, there's guys and there's women. All those people are guys and all those people are women. And he talks about, but long story short, he's talking about the terms, the crazy terms. There's people pledging allegiance to these flags and stuff. Listen, I don't understand something, guys. Nothing should change. Trans people should be free like us, right? Right? Do you think we can do that um, without bringing them into Congress and stuff just because they want to prove something? I don't know if you guys know it, but one of the guys that was on CNN that was talking and doing the news disappeared from CNN, and the next hour, okay, the next hour appeared in the same town again on the news, but being presented as a female with long hair that was in the army, Levine and stuff. I'm not going to mention the names, but these people and Levine and all that, I saw that guy on the news, and the next day he was a woman on a platform. So you know what I'm talking about that? I think it's unfair for everyone and anyone to be discriminated, and I think it's unfair for a government to take to do favoritism to certain different cultured people, right? Do you know that if you're an immigrant in the you guys want a free phone in the United States? If you want a free phone, run away from the States. Run away from the States. You don't even have to sell your house. Just run away. Just run away. Come right back around the border. And as you're coming back into the border, they won't even ask you if you're sick or not. And they're going to throw you a cell phone, a free cell phone, and they're going to pay for your cell phone if you come to the United States. Free phones, my friends. If you're an immigrant, you're in another country, and you want to come to the United States, they give you free phones, free bank accounts, and free everything. But it's the United States people that are paying for that. But you must agree with me, it has nothing to do with being racist, is that nobody understands why the American people are paying, um, you know, and giving a lot of money to these immigrants that are coming in. Nobody should have to be an immigrant and leave their country, and they should all be protected. But I do you believe in fairness? That's all. I believe in fairness. I believe in honesty. They should be honest and telling people exactly what's going on outside of the realm of reality and truth. But I don't know why they're not telling us what's going on out there. They could be really doing some bad things out there. You never know. Out of control woke stuff. So they're showing next the other day, and somebody goes, "Yeah, I showed a next to someone the other day, and they didn't even know that it was a non-binary person." Oh my God, people! We're in the year 2022. When you see an X, for God's sakes, that's how people are. They're getting crazy. And have you guys been looking at the woke videos? I look at woke videos online once in a while. I rarely watch videos. I'm always working, except for when I'm researching the sun or heliophysics now. Doug just told me breaking news: 30,000 children were rescued from the labs in Ukraine. No confirmation. That awesome. Thank you very much, Barb, for letting me know that. I just heard. I knew that there were some of them in camps and labs that they were being harmed. That's incredible. Eric Gore just said it too not too long ago. He says, when people find out what they were doing with children, very concerning. Thanks for sharing that, Barb. I don't remember what I was going to say. It totally blew me away. Government doesn't want us to know, but we already know. I think that's it, Bradley. I think you're right about that, man. What about our Canadian government, Turdo and Freeland, as they involved in our indoctrination? Are they involved in our indoctrination? Yeah, Trudeau's the worst, biggest piece of shite. I'm so mad at him. I am so mad at him. I saw people peacefully protesting in Ottawa, following the rules, the Canadian rules. So when a government turns on the rules that they implemented themselves, there's a serious problem. I posted videos of Trudeau protesting against the government in Ottawa on Parliament Hill, protesting about the government not giving the Canadians freedom and stuff. He literally tricked people, told people, if you let me in, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do this for you. Once he got in, he turned around and he went, F you, Canadians. That's what we're doing. That's what he did. That's really what he did. Yeah. Almost perfect circles, those craters. We're the ones that came in at an angle. That's exactly it. The cone ones. Where the trenches from the meteors that came in at angles. That's exactly it. There should be cone shaped craters where you see literally a cone shape where it widens out, and at the end, usually a little mountain where meteors come in sideways. It looks like the moon was carpet bombed. It looks like some craters, guys, we're not going to hide it there. There's up to 8, 9 craters side by side, exactly side by side. You're going to tell me one year, one hit there, the next year, one hit right there, and then one hit right there, and then one hit right there. They're all different occasions, different events. There's something about the craters that were formed to do something. It could be a leftover remnants of something. Maybe there was a giant war there and that happened in a flash of an eye. Maybe what the craters, what we see there, that's something incredible that was bombed there, or it's a UFO that was bombed and they've dragged that UFO and left it beside Earth to use it as a shield against the sun. And I hear a lot of theories, incredible theories that really are so interesting. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. Que c'est amassé, ça me fait plaisir, mon frère. Government hates us, not allowing us to visit our families in other provinces. It's really sad, Maryland? Really is. In China, they took away the kids now also. So, me, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not going to let other people's children, even though my son's growing up, I'm not going to let anybody harm children, you know. Very confusing things. There's a bomb that was just dropped on a hospital or a school or something again today that anyways 30 50 kids right off the bat, where the hell are the bombs coming from? The bomb on the bomb, it says for our children. Is, and I can't help but wonder that people are so bloody conniving. Did somebody go and write that on the bomb when it was landed? Or, it's hard for us to get the whole truth, somebody, I know somebody, not going to name his channel, but somebody finds a real UFO apparently on her channel and then shows the UFO. And then after that starts posting fake UFOs. People stronger than them, even with some truth, they go and get a piece of lie that they integrate in a truth. The way I look at it, if somebody lies once to you, it's because they're going to do it again. Thanks so much, Julie. Yeah, Bruce Swartz trying to wing Bruno Mars. Woohoo! Julie, I've had a lot of friends in life, and I've had even in person, sure, I can walk into a place and be funny and get along with everybody and get along with most of the people, no matter what the ages are. But here or there, I met a lot of you here on YouTube. When you come back, I talked about it to my mother all the time and family members. I've always been overwhelmed by the support that I got from you all. And I'm pissed off that I'm never able to give back enough or answer all the questions. And it's cluttering for me. I see Christian Massé there. I see Julie talking, supporting the channel. And sometimes I miss comments. And I sort of worry about that, missing the comments and stuff. Some people come here and have a hard time for me responding to them. But honestly, Julie knows that if you come here like for a stream or two in a row, you will always get comments back from me, in general. Want to really thank you all, David, everybody. Thanks so much, you guys. Yeah, the woke culture, LGBT, to be the cool thing to do in stating the young, that is popular. And I don't have a problem with any LGBTQT. Yep. But I have friends that are gay. It's not their place. Exactly. I get it. No, exactly. And I have gay friends here online, lots of them on this channel that I know that even told me personally, Bruce, I don't tell anyone that, but I am, and hope it doesn't change anything between you and me. No, of course not. That's so silly. But that's how it is. Live and let live for everyone. Everyone should be respected and, do what they want. And, gay pride parade, no problem. But here's the thing. I don't go and I never went with my girlfriends. Well, okay, maybe a couple times, but in hiding. But in public, in front of people, I start diddling my wife and stuff and start French kissing on them. I've always been respectful in public, right? So that's the way I look at it for whether you're gay, transvestite, transsexual, whatever. It's the respect for the other people and keep your pants on. Keep your pants on. That's how I look at it. Everyone should keep their pants on in the parks, please. Iodized salt, both good for thyroid function. That's interesting. Really, CJ? I have to look that up because salt is really bad. It blocks your arteries. But I believe that what you just said. I believe that what you just said. I have a problem. A friend has a problem with their thyroid. I should mention it. Did have to look into that. But yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting. My problem, CJ Boucher, I was eating a lot of salt. I was salting ridiculously. And this is many years back now. I don't know how many years now I haven't touched salt. 4 or 5 years, not touched any salt whatsoever. But there was a sea salt at one point I was taking. Then I reverted over to the Himalayan salt, which is what I usually use, the Himalayan salt. Mods, everybody, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to get a video up for the members. And you guys got their video here, but I'll get one up for tomorrow for you. So members will get a video that I'll be on the French members tomorrow on Patreon. And thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for taking the time to leave a comment. And I'm really happy. David, everybody here, Jay, I see you guys. What's up, Jay? And I appreciate you taking the time to comment also my videos. Barb Weist, keep your videos coming. Bruce Cheese All, you made me laugh, Barb, so friggin' much today. It's more important to be kind than it is to be right these days. Humanity is becoming unhinged and divided. They really are. We really are, guys, becoming divided and stuff like that. Look at the fighting. Jason, when the war happened in Ukraine, I was upset like a lot of you are. And I didn't hold back on commenting about Putin and about certain things, about certain people. But I didn't realize that there was that much of a difference in opinion with what's going on. But you know what? It's normal because people don't know the whole story. In general, I'm positive everyone at the back of their minds don't want any civilians to be harmed, don't want any people to be hurt. And like a couple of you told me, and I'm doing the same thing now. I'm sitting back watching, excuse the expression, watching the shit show and waiting to see what's going to happen. But it is very, very concerning with what's going on. Ladies and gents, I'll talk to you all very, very soon. This is my 1 hour of saying goodbye. Again, sorry I wasn't able to show you that video, but I'm going to fix that up for you all later. Next time when we see each other. In the jungles of South America, things are going to be... I'm hearing about that, Gate Smasher. Are you talking about the X-rays that they've been taking about the ground? Even in the Amazon, too. All these areas that they were taking pictures of the ground that found all these bloody Mayan temples and everything that was there. It was incredible. I'm hearing a bit in South America too. Actually, South America. Earthquakes are coming there too, actually. Absolutely incredible, Beth. You know what? The people that were doing very evil things in life for the past 100 years, probably longer, have gotten caught. Did you hear about those reports? Very, very hush hush, low key reports on the news where they said this just in, they caught a van with over 125 immigrant children, and had even kidnapped elders to be guardians for some of the kids. Um, with what was going on all the way back to Epstein's island, that the people that were on that island, like Bill Gates and Prince Andrew, very, very concerning, very, very high elite ranking people that are involved in these betterings and stuff. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. Somebody or a neighbor, and of course you'd have to be very sure, but somebody or a child that is getting abused, you're going to get in a whole lot of shit if you tell on those people, and people are going to hate you. But I think it's our duty, to speak up. When I was a bus driver, I had a couple of issues and problems. As one parent I spoke to myself, um, I was very, very mean to the person, and because I took advantage of the situation where the father probably wouldn't want me calling police and stuff, and I didn't want to get the girl in trouble, obviously, so I didn't tell him that she said anything, but I said there was a mark on her. It was, I said, and he looked at me with a face like, I didn't touch her. No, I didn't say. I said, hey, hey, hey. I played the game. I said, I didn't say you touched him. I said, listen, I'm a bus driver. I said, I want you to know that she had a really big mark, and I said, I see a finger. You can see the round finger smack the neck of the kid. This is grade 2 guys are okay. No excuse for that. And of course, it's none of my business, but you try to look out for kids, right? It's a very touchy situation. My boss told me to shut up, not to mention it. So I talked to the father. So just so that you know, I don't know who's watching your kid, but there were some marks on her and stuff like that. I said, I didn't tell her because I didn't want to traumatize her or to ask her about anything personal, but in reality, it's a little girl that told me. And I said, okay. I said, I'm going to try to fix something, but don't say anything. Maybe it wasn't right, but I said it. I remember that beautiful little girl, and the parents, very, very, badly raised. Let's say no education and stuff, and lots of stuff happens with kids that get abused and stuff in their homes and stuff like that. People don't see it. Sometimes people see it and don't know it. One little guy stole an apple on the bus. I felt so bad for him. He stole somebody's apple because he said he was hungry, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't get him in trouble. I didn't want to get him in trouble. I asked him. He goes, I'm hungry. It's because he goes, I forgot my lunch. And then the next day, you bring your lunch? Oh, I forgot my lunch again. Oh no. And he came in with, yeah, he wasn't being fed, guys. So he'd come in, and I guess there was a couple of young friends that gave him little uh, yogurts and stuff in their lunches. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. I learned so much being a bus driver, and it woke my eye. It woke me up to the very sad things that are going on in life to the kids, and a whole bunch of, not just kids. You need cameras where the elders are. You need cameras where the elders are in the homes. You need cameras in the school buses so the bus drivers won't abuse of the kids. I mean, I'm driving around. I was driving around with kids, sometimes late enough, guys, on these farm roads where there's only a couple handful of kids with me that are 8, 9 years old, 7, 8 years old. Driving down a long farm road. You got to really trust these bus drivers. Bus drivers can be people that can take advantage of the children. And I always told my boss, why don't you put cameras in the bus? No bus driver wanted them. And I wanted a camera to protect myself because, well, against the accidents too, and against some of the kids that were very, very rude. So imagine me, guys, having 4-year-olds. I don't know if you guys have preschool, pre kindergarten. Those are the kids that go to school a year before they start kindergarten. And some of them, the youngest person that was in my bus was 3.5 years old. And there was a designated older person with them to sit down beside the kid so he wouldn't move. So that's how bad situations start. So you get to the point where you're sending your kid to school at 3 years old. My gosh, crazy stuff. Am I still talking? I'm off, guys. Thank you so much. I had fun. We had some amazing topics tonight. Beth, everybody, thank you so much. We'll get that down. Thank you so much for everything. I love you all very, very much. Keep liking the videos. Keep coming back. And keep supporting the channel if you appreciate the videos. And I love you all for it so much. See you the next stream, guys. Bye-bye.